Alright, so tomorrow I leave to go to Africa on a trip, and basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trek halfway. I'm gonna trek half the continent. Basically, I'm gonna start on the central east side and get all the way to the north. So I'm gonna land at Dar es Salaam in Tanzania and trek all the way to Cairo, Egypt, going through Kenya, then Ethiopia, then the Sudan, and then into Egypt. You know, just making various stops along the way, checking out the land and the people, basically checking out the scenes, like, the Ethiopian Orthodox temples, the pyramids in Egypt. Gonna check out the Maasai in Kenya. Basically, it's one of the last remaining tribes that still live their tribal ways. The Serengeti. One of the biggest things I'm gonna do during this trip is climb Mount Kilimanjaro. Mount Kilimanjaro is the world's 4th tallest mountain. It is the tallest standalone mountain. It is the mountain with the largest base, and it's a volcano. It's the world's tallest volcano, and it is the only tropical ice-capped mountain. So since I'm backpacking, the most important thing I'm gonna need, basically we're gonna be backpacking, but we're not gonna just walk like the entire thing. We're gonna be doing the bus routes, the train routes, catch a ride here and there, and some walking. Alright, the biggest walking I'm gonna do is climbing the mountain.
And how long is that gonna be on the mountain? Right.
Mount Kilimanjaro is gonna take us 10 to 12 days to climb it. 5 to 6 days up, 5 to 6 days down. And that is where we're gonna get into the wilderness, the real outdoor part of it. Right? In order to do that, basically we need everything we're gonna need. Everything a human being is gonna need to survive, plus whatever luxuries I demand from the world I already know. So here I've rigged up my backpack here. Alright, it's very heavy. At the top here I have my sleeping bag. I have my airbed and my tent. At the bottom, it takes like 2 bottles right here, which I have in my day pack. And it has a pocket there, just to put some stuff and a pocket at the top. But the way I have the backpack set up, basically, I have it in 3 sections. I have like 3 bags in the backpack. The bottom bag is my food bag. This is where all my food is. I'm gonna need food for the entire time I'm on the mountain. I decided to just set everything up here. When we get over there, like the first thing we're gonna do is hang out. The first thing we're going to do is hang out on the beach in Zanzibar, and then we're going to go straight to the mountain and climb it, get that out of the way. So since we're going to be on the mountain for 10 or 12 days, I have 10 days worth of food in here. I'm really not planning to be there more than 10 days, so I have 10 days worth of food in my food bag. Since the average grown male needs about 2,000 calories a day, I've counted 2,000 calories for 10 days, but even more so since I'm going to be under a lot of physical endurance, I actually increased the calories, so I really have about 2,600 calories per day. So I have 26,000 calories worth of food in there, and just to let you know, like half of the calories are nuts. You get a lot of energy, a lot of protein to keep your muscles strong, especially when you're doing something like this. And you get a lot of that from nuts. It's light, it's compact. So a lot of it is nuts. I also have some energy bars, some whole grain bars, Cliff bars is what they're called. Actually, that's the name, that's the brand. I have instant oat packets in there. Few flavors of those. I have chocolate bars. I consulted an expert on this, a guy who basically does this almost for a living. And you know, when I was thinking, I gotta go with, you know, with the healthy foods, the foods that the lightweight foods. He said, look, man, when you're out there and then you're walking all day, he's like, carbs and fat is your friend. He said, don't be afraid of taking, you know, all the carbs and the fat. He said, a stick of butter is going to be your best friend. If you could get a lot of noodles, he said, get a lot of noodles. He said, I'll eat spaghetti and meatballs all day. So, you know, with that being said, I have packs of ramen noodles in there. These were very cheap, and each pack gives about 180 calories. 180 calories each pack. I have 10 packs in there. I have coffee in there with, I'm going to, you know, morning with my oats. What else do I have in there? I have Twix.
You have Twix, you have
Snickers.
Snickers that give you like 200 some odd calories per serving.
Man, Snickers give you 280 calories per bar, the little bars.
Yeah.
And the Twix actually give you less. They give you 250 calories. That's just a lot of calories, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know, I'm gonna need it, so it's in there.
Do you still have the what kind of bars?
The Cliff bars?
No, the other ones.
Mix?
Do you still have the trail mix bars?
I have these in the. I'm gonna
in
see
the
if
box?
my brother's one. But
Okay.
anyway, so that's basically what it is for the food.
You've got nut. Do you already mention? You already talked.
Yeah,
about
I have
nuts. Okay.
peanuts and cashews.
Yeah. And
Also,
how many calories per serving in peanuts? Do you remember? It's 200 some odd.
In a quarter cup of peanuts, it was like 186. No, in 1/8 cup.
Yeah.
Peanut, it was 186 calories.
Yeah.
And I mean, 1/8 cup is
Tiny.
that's nothing. That's like this, 186 calories, and that's protein too. So now in the center bag here, I have basically, this is like my gadget and tool bag. It has everything I'll need to survive in the outdoors, like a lighter. I have a little portable stove, just a little single burner stove, runs on these little propane tanks. I have that in here. I have my knife, my compass, my binoculars. I have my toiletries in there. I have a sunburn cream, sunblock, just toothpaste, deodorant, everything in there.
You already mentioned the off.
Yeah, insect repellent. I have my first aid kit in there, very important.
Yeah.
Have your first aid kit. It has a lot of band-aids in it, some gauze, some other stuff. I have a couple knives in there. I have my little kitchenware. It's just, my kitchenware is basically just an all-purpose metal cup with a fold-out handle. I could do everything in there. I could, you know, put it on my single burner stove. I did a little road test a couple nights ago. Put it on my single burner stove, cook my oats in there, cook my ramen noodles. You know, put some hot water for my coffee in there. I have coffee. My coffee, I basically just, they're in little tea bags, so I open it and I just dip it like I'm dipping a tea bag. And then the top bag here is my clothes bag. That's where I have all my clothes. So my clothes really and truly only come up to here, and it's all just compact. If you touch this is just hard because everything is all compact. I probably have about 5 outfits in there, along with underwear, socks, and stuff like that.
Very important.
Yeah, yeah. Get a lot of socks. Get a lot of underwear. Very important. Yeah, because I have 5 outfits, but I think I probably have like, I know I have like 6 pairs of socks in there, and I have like 7
pairs of underwear.
in
And you've got your hoodie, and then you
also climbing the mountain. Like I said, it's gonna go through 15 of the 17 climate zones. So when we start at the bottom, it's gonna be like scrub savanna land. You know, just the African savanna like you see, actually on getting away, getting to there, we're gonna do a little safari, and then it's gonna become this dense rainforest, and then it goes up to some more scrubland, but now it's colder. Basically, then it's gonna get to like a rocky desert, kind of gets colder still, and then it gets to like Arctic. It's gonna be ice on the ground. It's gonna be sub-freezing temperatures. So in order to combat this, I have my hoodie here. I have basically a snow pants somewhere around here. I use these as like space fillers, by the way. And in the center, I have my coat.
Yeah.
My basically a ski coat is what it is. And I have a tam and some gloves in there too, some ski gloves and.
You've got you've got the hand warmers.
Yeah, I have hand warmers
and
in
foot
there.
warmers.
I have toe warmers.
Yeah.
I have thermals.
Yeah.
So I have thermals in there, thermal underwear. I have those in there as well.
Let me think, what else?
I even have a pair of swim trunks in there.
Got swim trunks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take a dip in the Nile.
Let's see, so what else?
Yeah, so
once you get down the mountain.
Yeah, once I get down, this will be a lighter because my food is going to be gone, and then I'll not be storing food anymore because I'll not want to eat the local cuisine.
I hear Ethiopia has very spicy food. That's what I keep seeing.
Well, I'll be trying that out. I'll tell you if that's correct or not when I get back.
Give me a call. I like to talk about food.
Yeah, I want to just... We're going to go to the Serengeti as well. This is basically where we're going to meet the Maasai. So I want an authentic hunting spear.
Yeah.
Yeah. From them. Yeah. When I get down the mountain, this will be light. I'm gonna give away my snow coat, my ski coat to one of the tour guides over there, I guess.
Yeah.
And some other stuff I wouldn't need afterwards. I'll just give it away to just make it lighter. But yeah, I'm making this video, man, just doing my research, asking questions. When you ask questions, people ask why you're asking the questions, and you tell them why. Well, I'm about to go to Africa, climb Mount Kilimanjaro. Everybody gets excited. It's like, I guess a lot of people haven't met anyone who's done something like that. So, a lot of people are leaving their emails with me, telling me they want to, put up a blog about it and include them in it. I don't know about blogging, not my thing. So I'm making this video just talking about the preparations I have to go through, and then I'll make another video, I guess, just talking about the experience of it all. But basically, like the gear here, that gear here there, man, is gonna run you about $1,000. Yeah. Everything is gonna run you about just $1,000 just for everything, just to have the right stuff. Just the right stuff, man.
But like what you have is pretty basic stuff. You didn't spend out the wazoo for your backpack. Well, you didn't buy like the most expensive backpack or anything like that.
Well, this here it's a very good balance of durability and affordability. Yeah. It's very good. It's not on the cheap end, but it's basically the same quality as the high end stuff, without, I guess, the high end names. I had to do a lot of research just on the brands, just getting into this. I mean, I've never bought a backpack before. I had a few sleeping bags and I've done tents and stuff, but right. So I had to research the technology. They have some technology, man. This has a pads here, just support pads here. The way it's built, it's designed to balance some of the weight on your shoulders and some on your waist. So you kind of have to get one that's properly fitted for you, and and then you have to wear it right.
And yours
is more important.
And yours takes water if you want to put water inside of it.
Yeah,
right?
it's hydration. compatible. I just have to put the bladders in it.
Yeah.
But you know, they say on the mountain you have like the freshwater springs flowing, so it says that we won't need water, just bottles to carry it. Yeah, another difficult part of the preparations was the visas. Since we're going to be going through 5 different countries.
Yeah.
Actually 6, because before we get to Africa, we're stopping in Dubai and we're spending the night in Dubai. You know, just checking out the scene, just having a blast in the city, and then I guess waking up to a hangover. Maybe then we're flying to Tanzania. Over here they call it Tanzania, but every African I met pronounces it Tanzania.
Tanzania.
So, yeah, just getting the visas for all the different countries. The most difficult was the Sudan. Man, that whole Darfur incident have the UN have sanctions against them, and because of that, they're kind of just retaliating. Just I guess now they're really wary of visitors because they don't want people coming and uncovering stuff that probably keeps going on. So we still haven't gotten the visa for them actually. We're gonna get, when we get to Addis Ababa, we're gonna get a what is called a pass-through visa, which you're not really a visitor, you're not visiting, you're passing through. So it gives you just like I think 3 days to clear the country. I think it's either 3 or 7 days to clear the country.
And I think like as soon as you go into Sudan, you have to go to Khartoum and announce yourself.
Yeah, as soon as there's like a few cities where you have to register.
You have to announce yourself to the local.
Yeah, you have to register within 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you're basically an illegal immigrant, and you don't want to get locked up
abroad.
Yeah, you don't want to get locked up in a third world country. So yeah, but the plan for that is pretty solid. I was looking at it just online just to make sure everything was good. Actually, just last night, researching some more stuff, we found out that we wouldn't be able to get the Ethiopian visa in Nairobi like we thought we would have, because Ethiopia only gives the visa at either Addis Ababa International Airport, or you have to get it in your home country. So just today I had to send my brothers to get it in New York, and luckily Ethiopia only takes 24 hours for their visa, so he'll be picking it up tomorrow and we're flying tomorrow night. Egypt, we got our Egyptian visa. These took 5 days. They're pretty straight with it. 5 business days. 20 bucks if you're an American, 25 bucks if you're a non-American. 2 passport photos, passport, copy of your flight itinerary, and you get a visa. It's pretty easy. Tanzania, we get it on the airport. We'll pick it up on the airport. Kenya accepts a Tanzanian visa, and we're getting our Ethiopian visas, and the Sudan we'll get it in Addis Ababa. Yeah, that was the difficult part. It was more difficult for me because my passport is not due to expire until July 12th. But then when we're looking into getting the Egyptian and Sudanese visa, one of the requirements is that your passport cannot expire within the next 6 months. So I had to rush my passport back to the island to get it renewed, and come to find out they changed the rules on that. So after they renewed it, they didn't send it back to me or give it to the person who I had submit the application. They wanted to ship it to the nearest embassy to me, which is in Washington DC, which was no use to me. So I had to put a whole bunch of strings, got them to ship it to New York, and then had my sister pick it up for me in New York. But everything's all set, everything's ready. Am I scared? Yeah, I'm scared. Not you know, Africa, like a lot of people think, oh, you know, it's a war zone over there, it's dangerous, I'm gonna be eaten by some kind of creature or something. I'm not scared about that. I'm just scared of not being well prepared, because the biggest factor in a trip, whether you will pull it off easy, whether it's going to be easy or whether it's going to be, you know, I should have never done this, is your preparation. If you're well prepared, everything's going to go smooth. If you're not, then, you know, stay home. You know, preparing for someplace you've never been, you know, it's a good thing we have the internet today, because I got a lot of information from the internet, just visiting different sites, different forum boards on, you know, adventurous people who like to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, lonelyplanet.com.
Yeah.
Wiki
yeah,
Travel.
shouts out to lonelyplanet.com and Wiki Travel and all these
Google
other
Maps.
all these other African tour groups that give all the information and everything. Yeah, that's the other thing. The route we're taking is, it's a well-traveled route. You know, there's a lot of people out there, I guess, with the same spirit as me, the same adventurous spirit, who will, you know, who do stuff like that. So it's, you know, it's a well-traveled route. So anyway, I'll be back with the details of the trip. Have some footage from the trip and some pictures from the trip. You know, all set, ready to go.
All right.